for our square one art, we are going to make mandalas or radial designs. The first thing we need to do is fold this paper so that there's 8 triangles. So we're going to do this step together because this top piece we don't want to fold. So our first step, we're going to bring the bottom up to this thick black line. My paper is lined up pretty good. And I'm going to crease it really good once I have it. Okay. Our next step is we're going to bring this corner over to this corner. And again, I'm lining up at this thick black line. So it's meeting the line and it's meeting this edge. And I think this is the trickiest fold. I want to make sure I have it down here. And again, it never needs to be perfect. Mine isn't perfect, but it's going to work. And I'm going to crease and unfold. And then we got to do that same thing. We just brought this corner. We're now going to bring this corner to this corner. Okay, and we have one more fold. Now this fold, we're going to bend this top part, and that's okay. We're going to fold it right in half. And if you get this turn, make sure everyone at your table has it. We're going to crease again. And you can crease all the way. Okay. Now, when I open this up, it's kind of hard to see in the video, but there's 8 triangles. And our design, we are going to draw in one triangle. So you do not have to do this part, but I want you to see my triangle. So you can see what I'm working with. Okay, so there's my triangle. Now you could use your first name, your last name. You could do your 3 initials. You can write in cursive. You could do bubble letters. You could just do straight lines. In this one, I used my first name, and I just wrote my name normally. So on this one, let's see if I can find it. Here's a triangle. I wrote my name like this. Just using normal letters. Okay. As you're writing your name, you start in the middle, you can start on this side. Your letters need to touch both ends of the triangle, because then as these letters, as we start to put them all the way around, they're all going to connect, and they're going to connect and make this really fun radial design. So for this one, I'm going to do my initials, just my 3 initials in bubble letters. So my first letter is the letter H. Notice how it's touching the triangle. My M is going to be the biggest. Let's see. Again, touching, and then my K. Okay. Now, to do the rest of this, now that I have it drawn, I'm going to take this graphite and I'm just going to trace over these letters so that when I go to transfer them, they transfer really well. Graphite's really soft. This is going to transfer. Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this triangle so it touches this triangle. Okay. And then I like to use a popsicle stick. And I'm not being a wimp, but I'm lightly pressing over the whole thing. In that pressing, it transferred just enough so that I can see those lines. And if it didn't work that first time, you might need to go back and put more graphite on it. But that transferred enough, so I'm going over it again with my graphite. It's already making cool shapes. My K is kind of hard to see, but all right. And then usually you just keep going triangle to triangle, but because I have this whole square filled in, I'm gonna fold it and I'm gonna rub over this entire square. And you really want to make sure you get every part. Going like this will not do anything. It really has to be like a concentrated pushing. And you might find a way that works better. Let's see. Ooh, that transferred pretty good. So again, I'm going to go over those lines. You could keep going by square, but again, I think a shortcut to fold it in half. All right, I'm gonna start here. I really want to make sure I get the K. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish outlining over there. Okay, I have everything traced. Not everything's perfect, but that's okay because you probably can't notice those mistakes. The next step, using a black Sharpie, you want to trace over all of your lines. Now, I want it to look like all of these connect, so I'm not going to outline on the folds. Okay. This is where if you need to fix something, you could go ahead and fix it, or if they don't quite connect, make them connect. But you want to go ahead and outline all of your graphite and then erase any pencil marks that you still see. Okay, your final step is to color this in. There are new colored Sharpies that you could use. There's also a new Crayola marker, or maybe you want to use a little bit of both. We want these to be bright and vibrant. And remember, it's a radial design. So if this shape right here, if I make this pink, then this one needs to be pink, this one, and this one. Because a radial design, not only are the shapes radial, but the color is also radial. Now you saw in the examples, some artists colored everything in. Some put patterns. I might do that in a few just to kind of mix it up a little bit. You might put some patterns in here, but you don't have to. The nice thing about using like the Crayola markers is that I can cover a lot of space quickly. The con would be there's not as many color choices. But the rest is really up to you.